New polls in key battleground states indicate the presidential election is going down to the wire. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are essentially tied in Florida and North Carolina. Clinton leads Trump in Florida 46 to 45%, and in North Carolina, Clinton is 2 points ahead of Trump. Both are within the margin of error. With us now are CBS News contributor Bob Schieffer and Alex Wagner, contributing editor of The Atlantic. Great to have both of you here. Bob, I watched you on the evening news last night. You said this is the worst presidential election you have ever covered.
No, then you went on to say, what's going to happen next, raining frogs?
Maybe.
That was such a great line.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
like, we're going through, the country is enduring some sort of curse. I mean, locust frogs. I mean, who knows? You can believe anything this year. But, I think that I really feel bad. I mean, I'm getting the feeling now when people see me pop up on television, they say, well, here's old Bob to dump on the whole thing again. But it's a sad thing that we're seeing happening here. And I worry about young people who are voting for the first time. And this is that should be such a big experience.
There are lots of stories about people saying it's not always like this.
And I think we have to kind of reassure young people, this is out of the ordinary. Things like this don't always happen. But it's not this way.
I have a contrary theory to that, which is it sometimes takes, you got to go to the bottom in order to wake up and take a hard look at our political system and fix it.
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
Well, I think
It's optimistic, I know.
And it'll depend on what happens in Congress, too, right? Who has control of the Senate, who has control of the House, to what degree can there be cooperation between the legislative and the executive branches? That's going to determine, I think, whether Americans can reinvest in the very concept of governance at this point.
I think whoever wins this election, the first thing they need to do is get a hold of the people in the other party before they're sworn in.